At Arizona State University, we're bringing world-class education from our globally acclaimed faculty to you. Ranked #1 in innovation for 10 consecutive years and #2 among public universities for employability, ASU isn't just ahead of the curve, it's creating new paths to success. Earn your degree from the nation's most innovative university. Online, that's a degree better. Explore more than 300 undergraduate, graduate, and certificate programs at asuonline.asu.edu.
Okay, so work's done and you're craving something spicy and salty. I know. What I do is snack on Blue Diamond wasabi and soy sauce flavored almonds. They're so good, and almonds are a superfood. Don't deny your cravings, eat them. Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously. Okay, so work's done and you're craving something spicy and salty. I know. What I do is snack on Blue Diamond wasabi and soy sauce flavored almonds. They're so good, and almonds are a superfood. Don't deny your cravings, eat them. Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
When you walk down the road, every bird has lain away. I will rise and I will walk with you, standing tall. It's a Touched by an Angel theme song.
Yeah, I never watched that.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Jade and XD.
Hi.
I'm XD, and all my AKAs, you can listen to every other episode to figure out what they are. Hoisha.
Hoisha.
Did you see that video of Countess Vaughn imitating Jill Scott?
No! Imitating what?
She was imitating her singing Long Walk. That shit is hilarious.
Wait, can we play it?
We sure the fuck can. Let me go. It's on my Facebook page.
Yeah. Can I just, while he looks this up, can I explain to you all that he is obsessed boots with Facebook right now?
Oh, it's the light.
In the meantime,
Action.
while he does this as well, make sure you listen to us on every platform, iTunes, Google Play, other places.
Yeah.
Nigga Peace Theater, wrapping up soon, promise. Fun stuff happening. And then also...
well, you could talk about your week.
The Pied and Pickle Festival.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Hype that up.
Pied and Pickle Festival coming October 8th. Columbus Day weekend, Brooklyn Bridge Park. It's going to be an amazing time.
A wing.
We are going to have a live
doodle
show. It's going to be in the park, so you know that's going to be a good time. It's put on by a Black woman. We need to make sure that we are supporting. We are purchasing. There should be tickets available. The website is in the description box. Also, if you are interested in sponsoring or know someone who might be interested in sponsoring an up-and-coming festival, reach out to us at jadenxd@gmail.com, and we will pass the information along because we will definitely want to see this win.
Yeah. Here it is. Hold on.
Who just got? You're here.
Do it again.
Yeah.
You're here. First of all, can I just point out the fact that she got on them sneakers? She got on them nigger sneakers. You know where they came out? They had them. They were Gucci, and then they came out with the Guess versions of them.
Oh, like those Dada sneakers
with the question marks all over them.
Yeah,
I think she had those on.
Yeah,
she had the ill flat iron.
Yeah, she has a wrap.
Yeah, she definitely has a wrap, but she didn't wrap it yet. She just got it done. It needs to be wrapped because they ain't falling right.
Yeah,
and yeah, those vocals.
Yeah, you're here.
You're here.
spot on. Do it again, do it again, do it again, do it again. That's my Erica impression.
I'm sorry.
How was your week?
Oh my God, it was saturated. We had Curl Fest this weekend.
It was.
Curl Fest has popped off. My nigga, when I first went to Curl Fest, it was maybe 800 people in the park. This year, I swear 20,000 people came through that park.
Yeah.
I'm not even playing. It was groups of niggas coming to scam on women.
Well,
Because y'all didn't have no business being at Curl Fest.
They absolutely didn't.
And just curls and dreads and natural hair for days. Tons of listeners came
Really?
up. They said hello. Oh, absolutely. I was running through the park like I said this on Getting Grown, but I was running through the park like a psycho.
Yeah.
Because I was
you were
very
working.
busy. Oh, I was
Yeah.
working. I was working.
Yeah. Did you have because Island Chef Kitchen, the people from Instagram?
Oh.
Yeah, they were there at Crowfest. They were serving food. Did you have some?
No, I didn't get to eat.
Oh, they're delicious. You should check them out.
I had one swell bottle of water.
Oh,
That lasted over the course of hours.
damn.
I chewed it. So I was there, and it was definitely an amazing turnout. So shout out to them. Can't wait for them to, really like pull it together, and like it's gonna be huge. It's growing like crazy. So I definitely see great things for it in the future. So yeah, I did a whole lot of working this weekend. I hung out with the Joie Lee. We went out to eat, honey.
Oh my gosh.
So
you were so famous.
No, I'm not. I'm actually not at all. I was with the ladies of She's Gotta Have It because of my dear friend Santana, who was on the show a couple weeks ago. She and I have partnered to do a lot of food events together. I think somebody was mistaken. I did not have a booth at Curl Fest, but you will be seeing Jade of All Jades events coming very soon. We are definitely in the works of planning those. But I was with all of the ladies of She's Gotta Have It. You had Margot Bingham, who you will be able to catch coming soon in one of our favorite shows. You had, who's also a wonderful singer, Ilfanesh, who is one of the new Baywatch girls. So she was out to eat with us. And of course, and then we have LaWanda Pierre, who is a wonderful hair artist here in Brooklyn, and a wonderful makeup artist, Jojo Rodriguez. She was there. And then Santana, who you'll be able to catch on the new season of She's Gotta Have It coming out in Thanksgiving. And then Joie was there. And she was every bit of auntie amazing essence that you could ever wonder about.
Tell her I love her.
I will. She has my phone number. She texted me.
Yes, tell her I love her.
She's so amazing. And it's not even like, it's not a brag. It's just like like I watched Mo Better Blues as a kid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like my dad played the soundtrack. Like Crooklyn was my shit. You know what I'm saying? And school days, all of that. So to just like go out to eat with her on a Saturday is mind blowing. You know what I'm saying? I was like, but where's Troy? She's supposed to be out to eat with us too. Remember when she stayed with you?
Yeah.
Like remember when you picked her up from the airport? So it was really like it was an amazing time. That was you want to talk about black girl magic? That was a lot of black girl magic right there. So
That's fucking dope.
Saturday was a great day, and then Sunday we went to go see the Fela Kuti tribute.
That's what that line was.
Yep, went to go see the Fela Kuti.
That's crazy
tribute.
because we were in the same place at the same time. I didn't know it. I was in Central Park.
Have you seen my friend?
I'll talk about what I did later. But yeah, it was good.
Mm-hmm. We went to go see the Fela Kuti tribute. It was his son with his original band.
Oh, wow.
And Roy Ayers. You know I love.
Doom, 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 doom. Daylight, daylight. Doom, doom. Daylight, daylight, daylight.
You're not even singing the most famous Roy Ayers.
Oh, in the sunshine. Everybody loves the sunshine. Jasmine Sullivan does it when she was 15.
I feel it. In the sunshine.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's dope. You had a really black weekend.
I had a super black. I live black. I live really black.
Yeah.
Oh, and then
you live blackly.
I live very blackly.
Yeah.
Very black. Not blackish.
Yeah.
Blackly.
Yeah.
So that was. How was your week? What was your week about?
Oh boy. What?
Oh.
No. I worked a lot.
Same.
Not just on, my real job, but XD has some things happening
Hey.
that we're gearing up for, and I'm not telling anybody what it is. I don't think I even told you, but when it happens, and the world will know.
Okay.
When it's time to know. But it's been a lot of work. Actually, I did tell you a long time ago, but it's coming.
Okay.
I
can't wait.
Yeah. And then what else has happened? Oh, I've been working out a lot. Mm-hmm. Trying to get slim and trim for the stuff, before the holidays.
Yeah.
Because I plan on being on somebody's beach.
I mean, listen, you might be able to pull you a rapper, an NBA player.
That's really the goal.
In New York, a dude with a car is like.
Yeah, I know. But no, I was in Central Park too. I was bike riding.
Oh.
Yeah, Bobby and I go bike riding.
You were with Bobby?
Yeah.
And I was after the thing. I went and sat in the field
Yeah. Yeah. You sat in the field under a high grade willow tree.
Under a real willow tree.
Yeah. Yeah, because we kept biking. We were like, what is this line for? And there was a lot of black, so I assumed it was a rap concert. And then, it's kind of what happens when blacks get together. It's either that or like a Drew Hill reunion tour or something.
Oh, I don't imagine the line would be that long.
No, and I was saying I haven't done anything from Summerfest, and so or Summer Stage, because the one thing I would have gone was during the week. It was a fucking the Freedom Party was on a Wednesday.
I know.
And we were recording that day.
I was pissed, and then also. Let me tell you all something. I have gone up for Bilal's album that came out in 2015.
Oh yeah, when
he performed, and I was pissed. But
in Prospect Park at that.
In Prospect Park, which is close to
with
my house.
Alice Smith.
But he's coming back.
Yeah.
So I'm going. But I'm going this weekend to see Mr. Lamar.
Who?
Kendrick.
Oh yeah, that's tomorrow, ain't it?
No, Sunday. There's one. I think there's one tomorrow or the next day. And then there's one, and then he leaves and he goes to Philly or DC, and then he comes back, and I'm seeing him on Sunday. So that's gonna be fun. I bought me some outfits today.
I also realized because I'm going on vacation in September, and I'm going on vacation in September, and I realized I'm gonna miss Badu.
I do not want to miss Badu versus everybody.
I know, but
I can't. Mother,
be here. I'm going on
my problematic fave.
Yeah.
That is my problematic fave.
Yeah, I'm going on vacation for our dear friend's birthday.
Yeah. Oh!
Unless if you're coming too, that means you won't be here either.
Mother, when you coming back? Because I didn't realize that was the same weekend.
Yeah.
Which is also a week after. We're a couple days apart, so.
Yeah. I'm going to say it's your birthday weekend too, kind of. So. Yep. And now it's time for XD's Corner. Oftentimes, we lament about the woes of just adulthood and life in general.
I have an entire show about it.
Yeah, you do. It's called Getting Grown and airs on the Loudspeakers Network every Tuesday.
That's right.
Yeah.
With Kia.
Yeah, with Dr. Kia. But I want to take a moment, and this is a serious moment. I don't know if this was a part of XD Corner before, but I'm going to reiterate it again. New York is crumbling.
Oh my God, it's falling apart.
It is falling apart. And I say this because just yesterday, this comes out on a Friday, right? So I guess Monday, one of our subway trains caught on fire.
Yeah.
And everything had to be rerouted. And it was mayhem on the one train line, which is not even where the A train where the fire was on operates.
Right. Don't they meet at 168 though? No.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
But still, that's the only point where they operate.
I know. I used to have to transfer.
Right. But then in tandem, there was 2 sick passengers on the yellow line. And then there was another, I think it was a couple of weeks ago, something else derailed. I don't know if it was Amtrak or the PATH train or something like that.
And then there was that thing on the F train where
And
people
the
were
F
stuck.
train was stuck. And
Ooh. Sorry. Can we have like an Inception where it's like XD's Corner and then like J?
Okay, so work's done and you're craving something spicy and salty. I know. What I do is snack on Blue Diamond wasabi and soy sauce flavored almonds. They're so good, and almonds are a superfood. Don't deny your cravings, eat them. Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
Okay, so you're between meals and you're craving something sweet, right? What I do is snack on Blue Diamond honey roasted almonds. They're so good. And almonds are a superfood. So don't deny your cravings. Eat them.
Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
It's like,
rocking chair.
yeah, there we go. Jade's Ottoman.
Yeah.
A man pissed on a lady.
Oh, I was getting to that.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm just going to be over here in my rocking chair
I was. Oh no, I was getting to that.
with my whiskey.
Yeah. New York infrastructurally is waning and it's going to implode. And I've never seen this many errors in a 3-month span in my I lived in New York for almost 15 years and I've never experienced this type of ridiculousness.
Never.
And then
Not like this.
I have also seen a lot of things on the train. I have seen a man jerking off in front of children. I think that was the worst thing I've actually seen.
I saw one.
Well, actually, no. The worst thing I've seen was this homeless woman who was throwing her own fecal matter across the 5 train.
I've seen a lady pop a squat and take a shit on the 4 train.
Yeah. I've also seen another woman throw a bottle of piss at this white man on the train.
I kicked him again in his chest on the 4 train.
Yeah, I've gotten felt up on the 4 train.
And I believe we were on the A train. I believe it was you and I when
Where
we
it
saw.
caught fire.
Oh, there was that, and
Yeah.
then there was the other time. I think it was me and you. We were riding, and there was the man with the 24-pack of Corona that kept opening bottle after bottle with his teeth.
Yeah.
And he was just staring at me.
Yeah.
Just drinking Corona, a 24-pack that was sitting under his seat.
Yeah.
And he kept taking Corona after Corona and popping them open with his teeth.
So there was also a news story where this woman on the J train was minding her business and a man was just pissing on her face
It was 2 o'clock in the morning.
on the J train,
On the J
which is
train.
my train.
Yes.
Also where Hurt Bay lives because she lives on the J line.
Yes, she does. And this lady, it was 2 o'clock in the morning. This lady had her headphones on and her eyes closed. Girl, you can't do
You
that.
can't,
Not
absolutely
at 2 in
not.
the morning. You really shouldn't take the train after a certain hour,
Absolutely.
but you can't. Eyes always, come on, no fucking mask off.
Keep your head up and your eyes open. Chip
That's
Jones
it.
told us, and Certified Gangsters.
Tupac also told you to keep your head up. Okay, he was speaking figuratively and
Literally.
literally.
Yeah.
I couldn't get my words out.
It's fine.
Keep your head up and your eyes open. So she had her eyes closed and she felt something wet and warm and opened her eye, and a man was taking a piss on her. Oh, you're fine.
Yeah.
Let me tell you about the murder that would have occurred on the J train that day.
Everybody would have died.
I mean, when I tell you,
The conductor,
I
everybody.
would have Tasmanian devil. I would have lost my mind.
Bit his dick right off.
Square. Let me tell you about how I would have taken his balls and turned them into the illest balloon animal you have ever seen in your life. Do you want a giraffe?
Yeah.
A puppy? You want me to make you a sword? A mask?
Like, I can't even, like, what the fuck? And what's crazy is I have fallen asleep on that train plenty of times.
Same. But not at 2 a.m. But that is not an excuse.
That's not an excuse. But I say all this to say New York something is happening here. I know it's America, something is bubbling, and but I don't know. There's something really off
It's
of late.
something in the air that is just
And
not
I
right.
don't know what it is. But I say all this to say that New York subway system has lost its ever-loving fucking mind.
I don't know if they're drinking on the job. I'm not sure what's happening. Why all the signal problems?
And I understand it's a over 100-year-old system. I get it. However, why not modernize the shit? Like they do it in Europe. They modernize their whole system and everything is okay.
And it doesn't take them 20 years to do so.
Right.
They don't tell you a new train system's coming in 2027. I mean, what are you even saying to me right now? I don't care about the signs that tell me how 18,000 passengers in Long Island are now happy because you built the S line.
Right.
I don't give a shit
And you
about
know
that.
what they've done, what they're beginning to do now? I know this is a very New York show. But listen, know what they've done to start with some of the problems is to put signs on the floors of trains to tell passengers to wait for people to get off and on, and to say which directions to walk. I'm like, so your solution to subways issue to make sure people get in and off all right, or to make the subways run again is because of the people? That's the problem. Okay.
That's like putting one net in an entire ocean.
Yeah.
And saying I'm about to clean up pollution.
Yeah.
Like, stop it.
All right.
Y'all ain't doing nothing.
And we're going to do something, and we're going to do something about it now.
The governor this morning in Midtown announcing a state of emergency for the MTA and committing an additional $1 billion toward the MTA's capital plan to get some of the necessary improvement work done.
Anyway, this is us lamenting about New York, but seriously, that's enough for XD's Corner. Jay told you where to listen. Please rate us 5 stars. Mm-hmm. Share our podcast with your friends, loved ones, coworkers, rabbis, holistic healer, the man or woman you're cheating with,
Shaman,
bruja,
amigo,
the person you're scamming from,
your cellmate, because I know you stole a cell phone.
Yeah, or share, just share.
Everybody.
Yeah.
And you can tell everybody.
And you can tell everybody. And you can tell everybody. Now it's time for Artist of the Week. This week is a little different. It's not a musical artist. I'm going to talk about a movie I saw. I saw a documentary this week called Bronx Gothic, and it's about the live show Bronx Gothic, based on the one-woman show by Okwe Okpokwasili. Okwe Okpokwasili. You may know her from Jay-Z's 444 video. She's a dancer in it. She had a one-woman show that was on tour for like 2 years. about what it is to be a black girl. You can see the trailer. I encourage you to go see the extended trailer on YouTube. It's everywhere. Jay just saw it, actually.
I did.
And
I'm going to go see it.
Yeah. Anywhere you can, go see it. I know it's in New York until like the 25th, but it might go on tour anywhere else or whatever. It's super indie, but it blew me the fuck away. It covers gender politics, race issues. It talks about structural oppression and the Black Lives Matter movement and how state violence is an ontological issue, and how like she even questions the fact that like how black people are invisible. Because how can you kill somebody so recklessly? Like, she talks about Mike Brown specifically, and she says, you know, like, he just laid there in the street for hours, and no one did anything, said anything. He just laid there, uncovered, hours. Are we that invisible? Do we not matter that much?
It's true.
And she's like, you know, anyway, please go see it. There's so much I can tell you, but if you're going to find it, I don't know how to find it, but it's called Bronx Gothic.
Google Bronx Gothic and you can see the trailer on YouTube.
And where to find it. Support black art. You know, here at Jaden XD, we specialize in cults.
Yeah, it just kind of happened.
Yeah, and just evolved. We are Scientology experts.
Yes, we are.
We are certified in Xenu and Dianetics. However, this new cult takes the cake. It was reported through BuzzFeed. Now, I know what you're about to think, like, oh, BuzzFeed, they're not real. However, BuzzFeed does really good at news stories, and they are credible. They're not always, you know, cat memes and, you know, although sometimes their op-ed stuff about blackness is kind of like eye-rolling. But those factual, investigative reporting pieces are, you know, real. So, it was reported that Robert Sylvester Kelly has a cult of women where where he controls their every move, what he does sexually to them, all under the guise of, I'm going to help you with your career. Now, the initial reports came from this one parent who said she met him, her daughter met R. Kelly backstage. It was like, I'm paraphrasing, I'm gonna make you a star. And the parent said she knew about his predatory past, but she thought if she was with her daughter, she would be okay.
We're going to get to that.
So it goes on and talks about other stories. These other women, these other young girls who have reported of him, like, violating them in every which kind of way. And, you know, of course he denies it and all this good stuff, and that these women are adults and they can make sound decisions. And later on, yesterday and today, one of the young women who who live with R. Kelly, because they either live in his Atlanta home or his Chicago home.
Yep.
She came out and made these videos saying that she's okay and he's not a cult and he takes care of them, and tell her parents to leave her alone. She's fine. And this, that, and third. Now, these videos look very similar to what you would see done by the Taliban.
Yeah.
If you ever remember those videos for like those prisoners of war, yeah. And you can kind of see how she's being directed to act in the videos. They also look and her responses are very similar to what Jade and I have seen and what you guys have seen in Going Clear, when Mike Rinder would have those people like, I don't know what you're talking about, or when those like Mike Rinder's ex-wife and everybody else's ex-wife was talking with Anderson Cooper, and they had like, no, that's preposterous, this is stupid, like vehemently attacking those naysayers. And of course, we got to, the people on the internet who defend R. Kelly. And they go on to say, like, well, Michael Jackson was this, and so was Marvin Gaye, and all these other things that we should stop, supporting because they were just as awful.
I'm about to be 22 in about 5 days. And I just mainly want to say that I'm in a happy place with my life, and I'm not being brainwashed or anything like that.
So I have a couple concerns. I'm going to make this as an umbrella kind of thing. The first concern that I have is the safety of those women, right? And what concerns me the most is that this mother willingly let her kid go, knowing his predatory past and behavior. Like, I understand, like, you're a mom or a parent and you think you can save your child from everything. But why would you put them in harm's way like that? And what kind of deal, like, oh, yes, living with him, like, we're going to make you a star. Like, none of that makes sense to me. Because even if, you're going to meet him, he's making you a star. There is so many TV shows, right? And I'm sure, and yes, they are fictional, but there is a modicum or, iota of truth to them that talk about this very thing, that how you need to watch yourself in the industry because you will be taken advantage of any which way in the third. It is time and time again. And the fact that, like, and you can research this stuff, you know what I mean? Like, you saw this man was married to a 15-year-old and he was 29. None of that seems normal. And I'm trying not to victim blame the parents, but I'm also, you're a parent, so I can't. But I'm also just side eyeing them, like, privately, I'm blaming them hard. But
as a parent, publicly, I'm shaming you.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm shaming you. I'm not victim blaming because I'm not blaming that girl, but I am blaming you all. Yeah. You are grown. Let me explain something to you. I think I've told this story before. If I have, then, go make yourself a snack. It's very quick, though. When my sister was, I think, like 16 years old, she went to Chicago for the All-Star Games to go be with family and friends or whatever, go have a good time. No, she did not go out there to thot around. She was 16, but she went to go partake in, like, some of the basketball activities and things like that. She was at one of the events, and she calls me and my mom, and she's like, I just saw this person. I just saw that person. And then she says, I see R. Kelly. You know what my mother's first words were? Move. Get out of his eyesight. It doesn't matter who he is. It doesn't matter how many albums he's made. It does not matter what kind of credentials he has in the music industry. He is a predator. He is a disgusting human being. And anybody with any good sense about them would know it. I don't care what your daughter wants career-wise. Yeah. I do not care. Your first job as a parent, your very first job is to keep them safe.
Yeah.
That is your first job.
Absolutely.
And so I hold you responsible for being a stupid asshole, for letting your daughter work with R. Kelly, thinking that he was not going to manipulate. This man has been scamming since the 90s. He was married to Aaliyah in the early 90s.
Yeah.
When she was 15 years old.
Right.
15.
Right.
So what makes you think that he's brand new to this? And on top of that, I don't know if you all caught it who read this story, but R. Kelly has found these loopholes now.
Absolutely.
He no longer is standing outside of the junior high schools as far as we know and bringing home 14 and 15-year-old girls as far as we know. He's doing this with legal adults because they told you in the article the legal ages of consent in every state that he owns a home or rents a studio or what have you. They told you the legal age of consent. So he has now gone around the system and figured out a way to do this where it's not going to implicate him legally.
Which is a larger discussion about legal
Right.
consent and how men and patriarchy is really a vile cancer upon society. Because I remember when I lived in Connecticut, I learned about age of consent and stuff, and it was like, at the time, I think it was like 15, 16. I want to say it was even younger than that. I want to say it might have been 13. But other than that, it was just like, what the fuck? Like, oh, it's fine because it's legal. Are you kidding? What?
We have spoken about the prefrontal cortex.
Yes.
We have spoken about how that does not develop until you are 25 years old.
Right.
And at 18 years old, you are a whole fool. Right. Some of you all are still in high school at 18 years old. Absolutely. It is not okay for you to be living with a 50-something-year-old man. And again, I'm not blaming those girls, but I'm blaming the hell out of their parents.
Absolutely.
Because I'm not 50 years old.
Absolutely.
But I do know that I'm not getting ready to have my daughter out there, and I don't care how bad she wants to be a singer and how many dreams fucking R. Kelly promises her. I'm not getting ready to co-sign that and say, and then I'm going to put stipulations around it. So this shows you that the parents had some level of sense. This shows you that you can really hold them accountable, because the mothers would say things like, well, I figured as long as she communicated with him in front of me.
Right.
Do you go with your daughter when she goes to take a shit?
Right.
Take a shower? Do you go with her everywhere she goes? I don't think so.
Right.
So what makes you think that R. Kelly's not going to find a way to have communication with your daughter when you're not around, and you're going to subject her to his predatory ways?
Right.
That's disgusting.
No, it's
and you are the person who should be going to jail in addition to him. He does need to go to jail. He doesn't need to die. He needs to go to jail. Because I can't wait for a gang of niggas to do the same thing to him that he's been doing to people for years. Somebody marry his little ass.
Nah, he can die.
Nah, no. He needs to experience some torture for a while.
What makes you think he's not going to experience torture in the afterlife?
Heaven is now. I can see heaven later.
Oh, God. You are so dumb.
I want his black ass to get it now. Okay? Color purple on that ass. Like, I want him to get it now. Everything you have done to everybody else. Everything you do from here on out is gonna rot. I'm mad that nigga still has a hairline. That upsets me.
Yeah. And then, I understand we're not that far removed from slavery.
Mm-mm.
It's only been like 240 something years.
What's your grandmother say?
We only one vote away from the auction block.
And that has proven to be true.
Hello?
I mean, prophecy.
But we as black people take our escapism very seriously. We see it in our rap lyrics. Future, for one. Myself included. I enjoy Future, right? I love Future's music. I think I have no idea how I feel like I'm a chemist or like an alchemist while listening to Dirty Sprite 2. I feel like I move several kilos a week by listening to just trap niggas. You know what I mean? Like, I feel very a part of the drug community in those 4 minutes and 30 seconds, right? And I like that. It takes me away. Black people take their escapism very seriously because being black is hard. It's a wonderful, amazing thing to be, but being black in America is hard. So we have these artists that we look up to and celebrate and go to for them to make us feel good, because life in general sucks as being black in America.
Yeah.
So therefore, when things happen to our faves, that are people that we go to escape because life is fucking hard, we defend, or some of us tend to defend them even when they're wrong. Because of the fact that out of a selfish nature, because like if I don't do this, then how they make me feel will be null and void. And I feel like that has a lot to do with pride, because a lot of people are too proud to admit that what they like is wrong, and they don't want to feel shamed for it, so they're going to defend their escapism. It's kind of like a drug, right? And this idea of like, no, well, you do this. Like, have you ever like seen a crackhead and a heroin addict talk about each other?
No.
Yeah. Like, there's a lot of shaming going on there. And that's what's happening with R. Kelly. Well, I'm going to I still, step in the name of love. He's still a trash person, yada, yada, yada. Or like, we don't know if this is true. This is all allegations, yada, yada, yada. I hear all of these arguments, and you're free to believe what you choose to believe. However, I'm always concerned about how complicit are you in your own home. Because a lot of times, and people are like, no, this is a celebrity. I'm like, no, it's a real person this is doing this, right?
Yeah.
But how would you react if this was your kid, or this was you, and you knew this person? You're just gonna that's minding my business because, we don't like to snitch, or we need to drink water and mind our business. You know what I mean? Some of those memes and things that we follow, or codes of conduct that we live by as blacks, are what can kill us.
Yeah, if you're stupid.
You know what I mean? I think people talk about black on black violence when it talks about gang violence or whatever, but this is what's more detrimental as far as black on black crime is concerned.
That's it.
Not holding ourselves or our brothers and sisters accountable for fuck shit like this. Because this is what's ruining our communities, being silent about this and turning a blind eye. Because, think about all the things. I think we've had this discussion before about family secrets. And I think I've shared this on the show about finding about a family member that is not really a family member, but because you're good Christian or whatever, you don't talk about these things, or you sweep things under the rug because it's uncomfortable to talk about. That's black on black crime to me, and this right here, this scenario is an egregious offense of black on black crime, because you know what? We haven't heard if there's any of these white girls that were in this quote unquote sex cult.
Nope. They're always black girls.
Because best believe if it was a white girl.
Oh, this shit would be on CNN. What are you talking about?
CNN, Newsweek.
What are you talking about right now?
Fox News, C-SPAN, Al Jazeera.
They'd get R. Kelly's ass so fast.
And this is what I'm talking about. Black on black crime. This is it. I cannot tell you who or what not to listen to. What I can tell you all is stop committing black on black crime.
Yeah.
Because that right here is what's killing us.
Stop making apologies for R. Kelly. Like, stop making excuses for him. He's disgusting. Like, he would prey on your niece, your cousin, your daughter, your stepdaughter. Whoever is in your life, a young woman in your life, he would prey on that.
You also know things would also be different if he was preying after young boys. Because it's girls, because they're girls, in the eyes of men, they're supposed to be mature and they're young ladies and they're, it's not as socially unacceptable. You know what I mean? Like, because black women are taught to be adults from a very young age, and they don't have the agency or privilege just to be girls. Whereas a black man, hell, even a white man, they're always going to be a boy. like, oh, he's a young boy. I just want us to be better people.
We have to do better. Like, we have to
do
stop
better.
making excuses and apologies for people like this. We have to stop.
Absolutely.
Stop. Like, and we've made our R. Kelly jokes and be like, oh, we listen. But at this point now, like, I can't with this man. I can't with him. I've stopped listening to his music a long time ago, but I truly cannot. Like, I truly have to kill him in my mind because I have to kill his music. I have to erase it out of my memory because he is foul and disgusting. And I have a child. I have a daughter.
Yeah.
And let me tell you about how I would castrate him to oblivion.
Same.
I wouldn't even have to, because I'd never even put her in a situation. I'd never even allow her to be put in a situation where she would be subjected to some bullshit like that.
Right.
Somebody who knowingly preys on young ladies.
Right.
So do better.
Now it's time for a break. And we're back.
Oh, God.
So Caitlyn Jenner hinted about running for Senate.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
I really want Caitlyn to leave us alone. Like, I just really, really, really. And we've had this. People always make this argument about like, she still thinks she's a white privileged man and yada yada yada. This is besides the point. I think what it is the fact that like Caitlyn. This is who Caitlyn always was.
Yeah.
It's just the fact that because Caitlyn has turned her who she truly is internally into a gimmick. That's what it has been. And I don't want to sound that as or mean that as disrespectful. However, it is her gimmick because her transition has become her shtick.
That's hold on. First of all, that's not disrespectful because the fact of the matter is, okay, we're black people, right? We're very proud to be black. Mm-hmm. We're very happy to be black. We're very, very black. We talk about very black.
This upcoming school year, teachers are playing a critical role in helping families adjust to the new normal, whether that be in the classroom or at home. We need to support our teachers now more than ever. That's why Clorox is donating $1 million to Clear the List Foundation to help supply the resources teachers need to set their students up for success. Clorox is also offering you a chance to win $5,000 for your back-to-school needs, plus $20,000 for your local school to prepare for the year ahead. To enter, visit Clorox.com.
Okay, so work's done and you're craving something spicy and salty. I know. What I do is snack on Blue Diamond wasabi and soy sauce flavored almonds. They're so good, and almonds are a superfood. Don't deny your cravings. Eat them. Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
Things.
Yeah.
But then you got people like Stacey Dash, Don Lemon, and a whole gang of other lost souls. Who, Kanye, all of them, right all over there. And unfortunately, they're black people. Like, all jokes aside, they're still black people. Mm-hmm. They are lost black people, and they are people that we don't want to claim. They're trash. Yeah. But it is what it is. Caitlyn Jenner she has taken...
She's a trash-ass trans person.
Yeah, she's taken
trans, and it's cool, it's fine, and no one's shitting on that.
But she has made it her gimmick. It doesn't mean that trans people in general that is a gimmick for them as a people. So we're not saying that at all to be disrespectful. But what she's doing, she's using it. Yeah. She's using it.
Yeah, and America's a laughingstock already. Mm-hmm. With having all these, with who is in office. And you know what's crazy? On Sunday when I was walking on Fifth Avenue, and I was walking down 58th Street because I had to walk from the east side to the west side, which, oh God, what the fuck? Because there was no fucking west side trains.
Because New York is crumbling.
I was walking down 58th Street, and so I had to pass the Trump Tower. And I was just like, I can't believe this nigga is the president. And you're like, he owns like Upper Fifth Avenue, by the way, below 59th Street. And I was just like, it's all Trump ink everywhere and this gaudy black and gold. And I was just like, what the fuck? And then right across from Central Park is the Trump International Hotel. Mm-hmm. And it's huge. I'm just like, God, I can't believe we have gotten to this point in American history that we are in an episode of like Rick and Morty or like The Simpsons. Like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I can't fucking believe it. And there's somebody even registered The Rock already to be president. He didn't do it, but to run for president. It's just like people just take a mockery of what, I mean, America's always been kind of a joke. But it's just like, you know what I mean? It's just like, no one takes this shit seriously anymore.
Nope.
Like, no one takes, like, livelihood or, like, the welfare of the American people seriously anymore. And I don't think Caitlyn actually does because she doesn't have a good grasp on trans issues, let alone people. You know what I mean? Because I watched Caitlyn's show. Mm-hmm. I actually liked it because I liked seeing her grow or attempt to grow, but for whatever reason she's regressed. But like her friends held her accountable, the black ones and the white ones. They were just like, "No, Kate, you're fucking stupid, and this is why." And she'd just be so fucking stubborn. And I get it. You can't teach an old dog new tricks, and like she's in her late 60s, and it's hard for people to change. But like, if you can change your sex because she's had sexual reassignment surgery, why I'm trying to find the disconnect of why can't you change these other things about you?
Dwayne Elizondo Camacho, 5-time Ultimate SmackDown champion, porn superstar, and President of the United States, had called a special summit with the smartest man in the world.
So you smart, huh?
But yeah, Caitlyn Jenner is attempting to run for Senate, and I just want her to leave us alone.
Yeah, she's dumb.
But Tokyo Tony had some words for Caitlyn Jenner. Tokyo Tony, if you are unaware, she is the jackal that gave birth to Black China.
Yeah, that's exactly what she is. She is a jackal.
Yeah. Because they have they have similar mouths. Yeah. But anyway, the Human Newport went on Instagram.
Oh.
And had some words about Caitlyn that had nothing to do with her. Nothing has anything to do with her.
It doesn't.
Caitlyn had said Rob was stupid for the way he's been acting, which was true.
Right.
You know, I don't really agree.
Needs to keep her mouth shut.
She does, but she's right.
No, she's absolutely right.
And so
I don't like to agree.
Yeah, I don't like to agree with Caitlyn, as we talked about in the last segment, because Caitlyn just woo.
But Tokyo T decided that she was going to
insert herself like Khloe Kardashian does,
but worse.
Yeah,
and make a video that, while we express sentiments about how we feel about Caitlyn, we try to keep it as respectful as possible. We just don't believe you.
Yeah,
that's really the bottom line.
Yeah.
You need more people.
Yeah,
but Tokyo T decided she was going to spit out every offensive.
Yeah, any and every offensive transphobic term.
Hold up. Did I just wake up to some motherfucking hot, steamy, pissy smelling tea? Did that motherfucking nigga, Caitlyn Jenner, aka Brucey, yeah.
This is an interpretive Tokyo T rendition.
Yeah.
Okay. It is a quote. It does not reflect the feelings and thoughts and opinions of Jada XD.
Correct.
Got a dick. Yeah, you a nigga, cause you got a dick. You nigga. I'm not gonna say the other things.
Yeah.
But that was a good chunk of it.
That's pretty spot on, actually.
Thanks.
Yeah. It's very Bronx Gothic of you.
I woke up to some bullshit.
No, she said she woke up to some hot,
I woke up to some
pissy
hot,
tea.
steamy, pissy tea.
And it was just like, no, you didn't.
Actually, you didn't at all. You definitely did wake up because we see the crust in your eyes.
Oh, and God,
she still had her island. Like, Tokyo T, girl, you don't wash your face before you go to bed?
She's an ex-stripper from Southeast, girl.
She sleeps on a mattress with no sheets.
Yep. So, and mind you, she had a blunt in her hand the whole time.
She has a blunt in her hand in every video she makes.
She does.
Like,
yeah.
What? While like a 16th of me wants to apply.
Yeah.
A 16th of me is like, yes.
Yeah.
Like the rest of me is like you can't represent us.
Yeah.
It's like Trinidadians and Carly Red. Nobody wants to claim her.
She's Trini.
She's Trini. Which is why I was very surprised when she said in Jamaica we, because she's Trini. Which they don't. I'm sure I would never want to claim that. Did you watch the reunion?
Absolutely not.
Oh, okay.
I haven't watched TV in a very long time.
That's fair.
I watched Game of Thrones and then I turned my TV right off.
Oh, you're a Game of Throneser.
I told you that.
Did you ever finish Handmaid's Tale?
No, I really couldn't get into it. It really was. Wait, let's focus.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, Tokyo Toni. She
let the world smell her morning breath.
Yo, she's really like a cool cigarette.
She's not a Newport. She's a cool.
I'd opt for Pall Mall because she is an old nigga.
Pall Mall got a menthol, right?
Of course they do.
Okay, yeah, she's a Pall Mall.
Yeah.
She's a
100s.
OE. She's a OE.
She's an M-Dog 4040. Mad Dog 4040.
She's sweet. Tokyo Tea. She's a Boone's Farm. Strawberry kiwi.
She drinks St. Ides.
Too dry. Too dry. Boone's Farm, baby. She drinks. She drinks
cask and cream. I know that.
Wait, what did Billy D. Williams used to promote?
Colt 45.
Colt 45 Blast.
Because she's a beer drinker. No, she drinks Natty Ice. So you know Chloe's father is up for parole.
Is he?
Okay. The rumor is the parole hearing will be televised.
Okay.
Televised live, excuse me. So here's the story. A fellow inmate who worked in the prison kitchen stole an undisclosed number of cookies while on duty before delivering them to Mr. Simpson and other inmates in the jail. While most inmates reportedly ate their cookies in private within their cells, Simpson wolfed his down in view of a corrections officer who threatened to write him up for possession of contraband. The consequences could have been severe for Simpson. His original sentence for armed robbery and assault with a weapon was for a maximum of 33 years, and any slip-ups could have pushed back his chance at an early release. However, the CEO threw out
the cookies.
No, he threw out the write-up and stuff.
Oh, he didn't give him a shot.
Nah.
Wait a minute, because
so he almost lost his freedom because of cookies.
Because I'm imagining O.J. Simpson, like, he stops and the CEO's right in front of him and he looks at him and he's cookie.
He's trying to steal a Cookie Crisp. Where's the cookie cup?
Cookie Crook, you're anything to get the real cookie taste of Cookie Crisp cereal. I know. It even looks like little chocolate chip cookies. But it stays.
I'm not hungry, I'm OJ.
Oh.
It's not a cookie. I'm OJ.
Oh my God. That is funny.
Yeah, he almost lost his freedom.
That
over
is
cookies.
Funny.
That's crazy.
That's golden. That's golden.
Yeah.
That's golden. Oh my God. He almost lost his freedom for sugar.
Yeah.
Flour. Butter. But probably none of those things because this is prison.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's fun. Have you seen Aaron Carter?
Yeah. It's a shame they haven't buried his body yet. It's been 3 years.
I mean, all of the meth.
Like, he died 3 years ago, right?
It looks like longer, actually. Maybe it was 3 years ago.
So yeah, Aaron Carter's in the news because he, DUI and weed possession.
Mm-hmm. I love commenting on the Shade Room.
Yeah.
We've discussed this. It's our favorite pastimes.
Yeah.
And I said they spelled meth wrong.
Yeah.
Because there's no way that was weed. If you look at that boy, he looks 45.
Yeah, he's like 29.
29.
Yeah. So, what TV moments, unresolved TV moments, made you very angry? Or still keep you angry?
My number one is the ending of The Sopranos.
Yeah, why?
Did you watch The Sopranos?
I did. I just wanted to hear your take on why.
Because, we know The Sopranos. Niggas are getting shot left and right, back and forth, up and down, side to side, diagonally. Niggas getting shot at the family houses. Niggas getting shot on vacation.
Yeah.
Niggas getting shot in front of the kids. Like, it's just a willy-nilly of violence.
Yeah.
Tony, our main character.
Rest in peace, by the way. That's so weird.
James
Gandolfini.
I have to get to that. Tony, our main guy, who has done a lot of bullshit and a lot of smart things as well, and managed to finagle his way through this very complicated society.
Mm-hmm.
And the very last scene is him and his family in a restaurant eating. We can see them through the window, so it's clear they're being watched. And it fades to black. No Jay-Z.
Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. Streetlight people.
And then James Gandolfini dies. And we are never going to have a Sopranos movie, a Sopranos reunion, a Sopranos, special to tell us whatever happened to Tony. Frustrating.
So you mad because he died?
No, I'm mad at the ending. That's my unresolved TV moment. And then I'm even more mad because...
They can't have him because he's passed away.
Right. Because you can't replace Tony. You can't replace James Gandolfini. It's just, it's never going to be possible.
No.
Where in the hell is Judy Winslow?
Oh, yeah, that's true. She just went up the stairs and just poof, gone.
Literally never came back. They said, we got 2 kids.
Yeah.
What happened to Judy?
I don't really care how Friends ended. That was kind of stupid.
Shows never end well. We all know how Family Matters held up over time. It didn't, like bananas.
It was a horrible. No, I don't like the way Living Single ended either. That was stupid. Like, did Kyle and Maxine ever get married? I know she was pregnant with his baby. Like, it was, I didn't really care how Living Single ended.
Whatever happened to Miles after he got kidnapped in Moesha?
Oh, right.
Old girl from Orange is the New Black. Tasty's den mother, handmaid, auntie person.
What are you talking about?
The lady who got hit by the truck.
Oh, Aunt V.
Did she die or not? Or not?
No. You know who they need to bring back? Remember in the very first season, that older lady, the older Haitian lady?
Yes.
And
yes,
then she
Miss
couldn't.
Claudette.
Miss Claudette. Remember, she got in a really bad car accident,
Yes.
and so she couldn't continue on with the show. But I hope she's like better now, so she can come back, so she can save.
We haven't
Orange is
seen
the New
anything
Black.
from her though. I'm sure she's better because she didn't pass away. But what happened to her?
Yeah,
we don't know her story. They didn't even say nothing. No, she went to Max.
She killed somebody.
She went to Max. So they did write her out of it.
Yeah.
The Fresh Prince. We all we know Ashley and Hillary went to New York, but what really happened? We don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
We have no clue. I don't know if I said anything. I don't know if I said anything in passing. I know I haven't said anything formally. I know a lot of you asked me what I thought of the Pretty Little Liars series finale. I thought it was some bullshit. Okay, let me just explain to you.
Okay.
I have watched Pretty Little Liars since it came on ABC Family, turned Freeform, since it came out in 2009, okay? I don't know what made me start watching this show. I was like, oh, this little white girl disappeared. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, they think the other little white girls killed her. Oh, shit, somebody's cussing them out in their text messages. You know what I'm saying? So I watched it, and then I got sucked into the story. And then you know how it is. You got to just watch stuff. You have to just watch it to see how it ends. And this thing went on for entirely too long. So many twists and turns, trying to figure out who the damn A was. It ended up being the transgendered brother of the transgendered sister of the girl who they thought was dead when the show first came out. Yeah, it was a legit soap opera.
Sounds like Nigga Peace Theater.
It was a legit soap opera. I know Nigga Peace Theater has been on hiatus for a couple of weeks. Nigga Peace Theater is definitely coming right back after this, and it is going to have a nice finale. Anyway, I thought it was some bullshit. I thought Spencer's British accent was really, really bad. I think it was terrible. So basically, let me just hip you to it since I know you don't know who anybody is.
I watch Pretty Little Liars.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Like all the way through?
I used to live with Kyle.
Wait, so when did you stop?
I didn't really stop. I've always watched it in passing.
So you know who's who?
Yeah.
So you know what happened?
I didn't watch the last episode, so.
Spencer is not her parent. She is her father's child.
But not her mother.
But not her mother's. See, her father had a baby with the next door neighbor. He was creeping. Mm-hmm. So he was creeping with the lady next door, ends up having a baby, right? Come to find out, they had twins. So Spencer has a twin sister.
Twin sister. That's kind of predictable.
That lives in the UK. Now, in doing my Googles and finding out about the book series and all of that, I heard them say something about it, like somebody having a twin. But I thought it was Allison, which was the main girl.
The main hoe.
I thought she was the one who had a twin. That was in the book series. Spencer ended up being the one who had a twin, who ended up being the ultimate A. So that was the person who controlled everything.
So the twin was the ultimate A?
Mm-hmm. The twin was the ultimate A because the twin was upset because she was friends with the transgendered sister of Allison. And they killed her because she was A. She was just a part of it. It was a whole big game, and she got sucked into it. So Spencer's twin sister is actually like she suffers from issues. Mm-hmm.
Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies.
That's stupid.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
That's kind of like how Passions ended.
So like, it was a legit soap opera because the thing got ridiculous. It was all kinds of twists and turns and games and like this person.
When they added the lesbian like a couple seasons ago, I was just kind of like, I'm all here for representation.
It was like they just threw it in there because it was hot.
Same thing with the transgender sister. It was just kind of like,
right,
yeah,
right.
And it just happened and it really came in there just when Caitlyn, And I'm
all about representation, but sometimes y'all just throw shit in there. So Allison is a lesbian. She has her and Emily have a baby together,
which threw me off.
I can't believe you've been watching this show and you just been having me out here like I'm the only person who watched this show.
I told you I watched this show.
Never.
I've watched it with you.
Have you?
Yes.
I don't remember. But anyway, so it ended stupid. It was very crazy. It got stupid like seasons ago, but I had to keep watching. I had to see what happened. So that's what I thought about the finale. It was some bullshit.
Now it's time to say goodbye To you and all my friends.
So long, farewell, Auf Wiedersehen, good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Good night, everybody.
Today's episode was produced by Abraham Kevin Quesada.
Test.
I don't hear anything.
Testing. You don't?
Mm-mm.
Oh. Sorry.
Is everything right?
Yeah, it is actually.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
Of course you did. Of course you did.
What's that?
Christian TV.
Like a
It was with a white girl in Delarice.
like 7.
No, because no.
We'll talk about 7 later.
Yeah, because that seems to be a common theme.
Mm-hmm.
Jade birthed the shit out of her fucking hair. Could you try to play it off? And in my head, I was like, ooh, damn, nigga, I know that hurt. Damn.
I know your papa.
This is like a 3rd-degree burn. Go put some butter on it.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Niggas love putting butter on burns.
They do.
And I don't understand.
Stop doing that.
I don't understand.
Last time they put a Mountain Dew. This time they put a grape soda.
Mountain Dew is
piss.
It's one of the tools of the oppressor.
Mm-hmm. She's a classy bitch. She drinks Verdi.
Is she?
Is Verdi classy?
I like wine. Give me some of that spumante.
No, what's the other shit people like to drink at Olive Garden? Wait.
The limoncello martini?
No. Oh, damn it. I'm a bartender.
She's one of those people that, like, she puts Kool-Aid in wine glasses and call it Kool-Aid. Word to Shy City May.
She really looks like she drinks Incredible Hulks. Or
she
Thug
still
Passions.
drinks Alizé.
Thug Passions.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah. We finally came
That's
to
a
it.
lie. You know what she drinks? Tanqueray.
She might drink Tanqueray.
Yeah, she does. Tanqueray and OJ. That's her fucking drink. I know it. I feel it in my... The Holy Spirit is telling me. Yes, you better play. Give me one reason to stay here. And I'll come right back around.
You can see me coming. Give me one reason to stay here. And I'll turn right back around. I should say. Said I don't wanna leave you lonely. You gotta make me change my mind.
Ooh, let's do a acoustic version of With Arms Wide Open.
Come on, Noah.
Under the sunlight. Welcome to this place. I'll show you everything. With arms wide open.
You gotta play the music.
Yes, tune it.
Yeah, there you go.
Tune it. Don't hurt yourself.
Summer has come and passed. The innocent can never last. Wake me up when September ends. You gonna play the music for me? Like my fathers come to pass, the innocent can never last. Wake me up when September ends.
Keep singing.
Jeremy spoke on class today. Jeremy spoken. Jeremy spoken. Jeremy spoken.
yesterday. Ooh, 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 ooh.
The days are getting shorter, and you can feel it in the air. Yes, it's that time of year. Pumpkin is finally back at Dunkin'. It's the cozy you've been craving all summer long, now in your cup at Dunkin'. Pick up all of your pumpkin favorites, like the signature pumpkin spice iced latte, or a pumpkin iced coffee, and bakery items like pumpkin donuts and muffins. Sip into something comfortable to celebrate the start of cozy season. Use the Dunkin' app for contactless ordering. America runs on Dunkin'.
Okay, so you're between meals and you're craving something sweet, right? What I do is snack on Blue Diamond Honey Roasted Almonds. They're so good. And almonds are a superfood. So don't deny your cravings. Eat them.
Blue Diamond Almonds. Crave victoriously.